We're here at Bumping Lake Campground, spot 43. Let's do a campsite review. We've got 2 parking spots. We've got a picnic table and a fire pit. So the best bay of camping sites here at Bumping Lake are 43, 44, 45. Let's keep going here. Take a look. So, as you can see, you've got access this way. Now this kind of connects to the Shoreline trail that other campsites will be at using to access Bumping Lake. Look at the beauty of Bumping Lake. The water level is very low. It should be a lot closer to our campsite here, spot 43. You can see this is the byproduct of very low water levels, but nonetheless quite beautiful. Oh, this is gorgeous. So kind of a judgment call. You can see the trail. Is this part of your campsite at 43, or is this conjunction junction, trail junction? I would say it's probably more of a trail junction. You probably don't want to try to put your tent over here because you got people coming over there. Be a little weird. Realistically, your spot is probably over here. That is the digs for 43. Definitely a premium camping spot. Probably put your tent up here, perhaps. You got some flatness over there, over here. The beauty of Bumping Lake. So I'm currently staying at 45, which is 2 over to our left. And I think that's by far the best one. This is the second best one. If you want privacy, 45. If you want slightly better views, 43. That would be my assessment. Oh, this is so beautiful. Bumping Lake. A lake wonderland. We're right on the edge of fall. In fact, the last 2 days it was in the 80s, and all of a sudden now it's 50s, 60s. Clouds have changed, the leaves are falling, and I think I'm witnessing the transition to fall on my trip. Oh, look how beautiful this is. You just go right outside your site, and here you are on the shoreline. So this is kind of the backyard of the campsite. Direct access to the water. You've got to hike a little bit of a bridge, as you can see, of dry land, but in a couple minutes you're at the shoreline, and what's not to love? So I used this as my base camp for Mount Rainier. I think a little bit of a hack, hiking hack. If you Google Bumping Lake to Sunrise Rim, it says it's about 1:45, but that is incorrect. It's really more like 1:15. The algorithm dramatically overestimates how long it takes to go down Bumpy Road because it assumes it's a much lower condition road than it is. So you're only 1:15 away from Sunrise Rim, parking the north side of Rainier, which is what I did yesterday all day. But instead of being at a, not to be negative, but corralled into a 200 or 300 site national park campground, you actually get to be out by yourself at a lake. So I'd rather drive a little bit farther each way to get a more private, secluded camping experience. So I stayed at spot 45, my current campsite, by far the best one at Bumping Lake. If you can get in the bay of 43, 44, 45, you will be winning at life. You will love it. I would rank them at 45, 43, 44 in that order. 45 being the best one. Do that, and then drive over to the north side of Rainier for a day excursion. Not only is this Bumping Lake gorgeous, but if you go down and access Bumping River, which feeds from Bumping Lake alongside the 12-mile Bumping River Road, several places where the Bumping River is pure magic. I think an undiscovered gem of river delight. I was blown away. I know of some rivers that get a lot of fanfare that frankly aren't as impressive as Bumping River, yet I think because it's southeast of Rainier, just doesn't give the fanfare that some other rivers do. So I think Bumping River is a bit of a undiscovered gem. I will also say, as I went up and down Bumping River Road exploring various access points in Bumping River, I was pretty blown away by the quality of some of the backcountry camping. Several places that had what I would consider to be like grade A1, ideal, picturesque river backcountry camping sites. River runs through it style, where the river meanders around the site on three sides, and then the part of the earth covered by big old growth trees for shade, and got a little fire pit and flat area for a tent, and it's just perfect. And I believe those are free. I think that's just genuine backcountry camping along the river. So if you're the adventurous type and looking for some off the beaten path quality backcountry camping, I think if you put your gear in your car and drove down Bumping River, chances are, Bumping River Road that is, not the river itself, chances are you'd find a high quality backcountry campsite right up against the river. There was several, I don't want to say somewhere between a half dozen and a dozen turnouts, a lot of them having premium backcountry sites. So first come, first serve, no guarantee, but you time it right or you're willing to take a risk, I bet you'd probably get an amazing site. So definitely tucking that into the back of my noggin is a future possibility. This is beautiful, my friend. A lake forest wonderland. Look at the majestic wonder of Bumping Lake. And I wanted to stop and get this majestic view of the sun beaming down on Bumping Lake. You know, sometimes when you're just hanging out in nature and it feels like something ethereal and special happens, I am getting that feeling right now. This is gorgeous. Getting a genuine sparkle on majestic Bumping Lake here in Okanogan-Wenatchee National Forest, great state of Washington. Look at that. Now that is a sight. That is a genuine lake wonderland. This, my friend, is absolutely beautiful.